would like to invite Dr. Pritesh M. Shah, founder, Prima Equipments, to come on stage and say his words of wisdom.
So, good afternoon, everyone. The dignitaries on the dais and off the dais and the members present, those who are very eager to see that how the 5th June can be a really and happy environment day. The question is not what we have. The question is what we can do. So my simple things goes about, I am coming from the regime of monitoring equipment, so I'm more of an electronics engineer talking about measurement. Only measurement doesn't come, it comes with an accurate measurement, more of the reliable measurement to achieve the sustainability. So a few years back, like the beloved Prime Minister told that all industries to establish an ESG department. All industries started with the ESG department, with appointing a consultant about ESG. One major thing which I understand, and probably you must be also feeling that, we missed one part was that accuracy and the reliability of the ESG reporting. Now the question is, maybe it's a problem of air pollution or maybe a water pollution. The policies are made a lot in India, getting implemented. The thing is, are we really measuring that, the efficiency of my policy which is getting implemented? Or in sitting in the cabin, we say that 2,000 systems, 10,000 systems, monitoring equipment has been installed. Are they really accurate? Are they really performing, giving you a data which we are going to use the data for the generation going to come for preparing the policy on that, which we called as a sustainable policy. The sustainable, the most important ingredient of the sustainability, derive the sustainable policy, which I understand is a reliable data. So I'm in a regime for an air pollution monitoring equipment. I'm not here to speak about very good things, but I'm going to speak here about the reliability of the monitoring systems and the facilities and the policies we have. And we will discuss about the reality, what exactly is happening, where our money is invested. And probably it's not the money of the government of India or maybe MOEF, it's the money of the industry. Because when we derive a policy, it is not the government spend, it is the people and the industry spend to fulfill the effectiveness of that policies. So I'm in an air pollution people. Monitoring equipment. So we have, maybe a lot of people might be knowing that in 2014-13, Government of India, means MOEF and the Central Pollution Board, issue a directive with the guidelines. It is not a directive still today, it is a guidelines that all the 17 category of major polluted industries should install the emission monitoring system, online emission monitoring system. The beauty of that part was to achieve that reliable data. So they asked one word, they added one line into that policy, that guidelines, that it should be of certain certified product. Very precisely, they use a word called TUV and AMCERT and US EPA. Blindly, industries started installing that TUV rather knowing what is TUV. In fact, the people, those who make the policy also rather don't know what is TUV. But few of the multinational companies says that in Europe, in Germany, in UK, we use this certified product, so India should propagate that to use that equipment. Now the question is, Central Pollution Board says, I will take this real-time data on my server. Now why you need a data? Just to check that are they under the control or out of control. To know that. What I will do after 1 year, the data. So the intention was, entire intention was to have the data and prepare a policy based on that data, that what improvement can be done and what actually the process emissions can be reduced. So after 6-7 years, my beloved Prime Minister asked the Central Pollution Board, said, my industry of India has invested around $7 to $8 billion by installing all the good equipment, certified equipments. So what is the benefit we achieved out of that? And they say, sir, we don't rely on the data. The industry which is sending the data from a certified product, internationally certified product, and we say that data are not reliable. Why? I will tell you. What is happening here, no? We more work on the enforcement rather than working on education. These two E's work very well together. And we should decide what we should do first and then second. So enforcement is very easy, sitting in the air-conditioned cabin, drafting a notification, putting it to the people and putting it to the industry. It's very easy. But educating the industry and your own staff, your own people, first, what it means and what is our long-term achievement we required out of this, that is the real difficult part. What has happened, the certified product, I hope I'm not probably taking you much time, but this is a core. It's a World Environment Day is nothing. We must look to our three fingers towards us, what mistakes we have done as a nationalist. We call as a nationalist, but we must understand, are we really on that path? Are we creating a good future for our children? Or we just want to live and retire in our age? That's the important. Now the mistake what was done, the blindly perforated by the with the multinational companies to our bureaucrats, that you put this word into the guidelines, so your environment will be good. We put it. We don't understand that certified equipment, TUV is a laboratory who certified the product from the EN standard, which is worldwide accepted EN 14181 standard. Now the standard says, after installation of the equipment, if you don't have an annual surveillance test of the equipment at 12 months, your equipment is as good as uncertified. So उसमें क्या बड़ा बात है? करेंगे ना, हर साल करेंगे. Now the question is, do India has a facility to test that equipment as per that standard? No. So that means, to have a reliable data, my industry who has purchased this multinational product of EN standard, he must be removing from his chimney or from an effluent water and be sending back to the Germany where there is a facility. Has anybody else done that? Nobody has done that. So question was not enforcement. Question was prepare the facility, infrastructure in India where you get a sustainable output, not a temporary solution as a त्योहार बोलते हम लोग, उसको festival बोलते. Now what happened? Being one nationalist company who was in core industries about this, and as you understand the problem, who went into venturing in development, the testing and facility, now facility is available in India, you must be taking a pride, we must take a pride. We will forget about the bureaucracy office because they fear giving a pride to someone else. This is the world's second facility. After the TUV Germany, there is a laboratory in Gujarat, which comes under India. Am I right? So it's a pride for India. Second facility, first in Asia, is already available since 2021. And this information goes to the relative department of the chairman, member secretary of the pollution board, and the NGT. that this laboratory want to donate to the nation that they can utilize, because this laboratory is being developed under the Gazette publication of MOEF 2019, directing the CSIR, NPL and CPCB to develop this laboratory facility. The highest brains we have in India, in the world. It's not about we can't do it. I'll derive the sentence last. What I want to convey is, every quarterly, this information goes with the RPAD letter to the department who is concerned and worried about this thing, hardly, and there is no response. Why? Because it's made in India. Moment has some collaboration, and they are searching, they are searching with TUE Germany. NPL is searching since last 2 years with NPL Germany, this TUE Germany, कि कुछ आप facility आप jointly हम करेंगे India में. So we love that anything words goes imported, we love today also after 77 years into that. So anyway, I'll have a closing part because it's a limited time. I don't want to stretch because a lot of eminent speakers are there. But the sustainability doesn't come by talking, doesn't come by issuing the policies, deriving the policies. You need and validation. So what I always say is reliability to sustainability. Without reliability, you will not have an environment conservation or a good earth for your children. And we always say that we must focus on the credibility compliance. मेरा compliance हो गया, मैंने CEMS लगा दिया, effluent monitoring system लगा दिया, water pollution लगा दिया, मेरा data 150 के नीचे जा रहा है, CPCB खुश, industry खुश, management खुश, सब लोग खुश. But the question is, are they reliable? So we need a compliance, but we need a credible compliance, hence to have a better. So I always say that only with a clean environment, and the most underlined word is intention, rises a clean and great nation. Jai Hind, thank you so much.